Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to get a few things set here, trying to get this thing all checked on in. Let me go ahead and make sure the mic is good, the camera's good. Well, you hear music there? No music playing? All right. All right, cool. Had to get everything set. Had to get everything set. Amelia's here. I'm here, people. Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Got a real good show. You guys see this right here, the title. I'm gonna just go ahead and get straight into it. All right. Wait, I got an echo somewhere. You have the regular YouTube open. Okay. So now that takes care of that. That echo should be gone there. Bam. All right, so we got to go ahead and talk about a few things. Now, I understand that we do things here on YouTube. You can have a channel on collecting rocks. You could have a channel on. Give me one quick sec here. StreamYard is tripping. Let me hit that Bluetooth off right there. Let me slide on up here. Let me take that down. Let me see. Let me turn this up now. Let me hit my settings here. And audio. Oh no, power off. Okay, power off. Now let me get back up here. I'm gonna put man. Okay, let me see. Do I hear it again? Do I hear it again? I don't think so. I think I got it set. I think I got it fixed. So why is my there might be a delay. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Mic check, mic check. Was there a delay there? Do you got it? You got it there? All right, now. All right. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna go out and just log back into StreamYard. All right. I think it's just a huge delay in what it is. But if it comes, oh well, I just gotta deal with it on my end. I gotta go to the show. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah. Hold on, let me get you to log out of this one. Log out and let me see if that echo is there. Because that thing is coming and it is getting me crazy. It feels so sensitive. Because maybe it's trying to say, okay, now you're gone there. Now let me hear. I have no idea. I'm just gonna reload this whole thing. Oh no. Yeah, I'm just gonna reload this whole thing, y'all. I am back like Jackie Chan and Chinese stuff. I can't get it off like that. Okay. I should be thank you, Hope. I should be good now. What it was on my end was I have the service on YouTube that your the videos play in the background, and I thought it was gone, but it was not. So now I should be all the way good. But I want to talk about this now. I want to talk about this. Um, I know we're on YouTube. Okay, I know we're on YouTube. I was saying someone can have a channel about collecting rocks. Someone could have a channel like what we do in the gig world in their job, everyday life. Someone could have a channel about, you know, being a transgender. And there's a few channels out there that I do know. You can have a channel about anything, but does the business and overall business and practices and policies have to just leave because we're on social media doing some things? Some people, they have a plan to take it all the way in. I was glad I watched the DoorDash Revolutions interview with the hybrid hustler. I spoke to him also. My man gave a whole lot about business and sales. Just about everything he was saying about doing this and break it down like this and doing that. Hot Facts were telling you guys that stuff too. But as you see, when there's one, there's 10. When there's 10, there's 100, there's 1,000. My man was going off of the business practices and things you do to have things set up. With No Jumper, the gig machine, aka No Bumper TV, what he did was not only a disappointment to me personally, but to a whole lot of other people out there, because now people will think you cannot do anything with this gentleman. Now, I did apologize to the people that tuned in who want to watch. I had to go ahead and create a show right there on the spot. Thank you, Dashing with John, for stepping on call right then and there. Thank you for Port Monkey allowing yourself to come in and just get the floor mopped with you. That still brought some excitement there. I do appreciate that. But I still had a show to do and it still had to go on. I have people that were tuning in to watch a product. I don't care if my product is shoe shining. I don't care if my product is to go shine up that rock so I can go put it on the shelf. That's my product. And there's people that are out there watching the product. So just because we're on YouTube, do those practices fall all the way down below? It's crazy because I'm going to tell you guys, even though I knew that it's not 100% chance, and I was letting the investor and that's what John know, you know what, my percentage is here. I got a little bit in, and every time it went up, I let them know. But I also let them know it's not certain until it's all the way done. Cross that finish line is not certain all the way up until. I knew that there was a percentage of it maybe not going to happen. But as me trying to put out a product, that's not going to discourage me from doing every single thing I had to do from the initial. First of all the back and forths and creating a docudrama series and all the disses and everything and stay focused on everything and go ahead and to get it done. I did everything on my end. I did everything on my end. So even if it does not go how I treat my job that I am getting ready for, I'm not going to half step it. I'm going to go all the way through to the fullest. Now, what he did was he showed people that, hey, I'll actually show you. Because that's when John asked me, he said, any information yet? I said, nah, man, I'm gonna just take it as what it is. No, I said no comms yet, no communication. So what I did, people, was I did this. I saw he put up a short. I went and made a comment on his short to ask him about it. I'm gonna let you guys see what his comment and his reply was. Take a look at this. Okay, no reply. That's some BS, homie. You may laugh, but true character shows. His reply was GDA for life. GDA for life, right? Now, that was his reply. Okay. Someone said in a comment right under that, said, you look like the guy that'll walk in someone's lawn, even though there's a clear path. You'll still go walk in their grass. Well, that's what you're putting out there. So when you say GDA for life, after doing all that, first of all, G, we got to keep everything a buck here. It's business. Interviews, that's a big part of what I do for the gig world and everything else out for all the other stuff. I love interviews. So for you to literally take the time to read the emails and reply back and forth, to just do that, just shows that you're just not that smart. Now, I know what you really wanted to do. Well, I went at Pedro like that. And I'm not Pedro. Ain't gonna be no pressing me yelling at me like that in the store. Okay. And second of all, we ain't talking about fighting. Cause I move around you like Muhammad Ali and give you that baby D from Day Day and have a payday waiting for you. Sandlot. Now, I know what you wanted to do. I went at Pedro, and Pedro has I went to check. He has a real history with hot facts. I mean, a real history. Well, maybe if the thing with Pedro died down because I'd really just killed myself with that one, what can I do next? And you had Gig Drive and Thrive give you some info. Gig Drive and Thrive said when you said you went and checked the polls early, you said, I guess no one wants to see me. Gig Drive and Thrive said it's not you, it's him. Well, tall midget, it's you too. And you wrote a comment, so thank you for the engagement. I'm gonna handle everybody in this one. Don't try to go trolling and doing none of that stuff. That's part of what could have made the business go bad. But little did he see as the day went on, he actually ended up at 49% of people saying yes. The other 51% said no because of me, but they're still going to watch the interview because of me. So he doesn't realize that 100% of the people were tuning in to watch this part. This was going to be the very next part in the series, which is still there in the King of St. Louis. This part of the series shows that he was a no-show. That interview that he no-showed for, that's the latest episode. It's up there. It's up there. That's the latest episode. This is not up there in that series. This is just me getting it off. This is not part of that series. But this was supposed to be the next step in the series that was going in. Also, with the email that I sent him, and he does have it, everything was professional. I let him know exactly why I do interviews, exactly why they're good and everything. I broke it down to him professionally, showing him that, yeah, the entertainment side of everything else is there, but you also got to understand that there is a business side. Am I choppy? Turn me up, please. Turn me up, please. Okay. There is a business side. And to publicly put your stuff out there like that, like this is how you conduct business, there could be someone out there that sees what you do, and then maybe because of this, you'll second guess and say, well, you know what? I'm not going to do that again. I don't want to be known as someone being that grimy when it comes down to business on something that can help him do much more. Obviously, he's going to go ahead and get a few more subs off of it, but I will not be going through a campaign with you to try to make you look as bad as possible. I'm not doing that. What you did on your first interview, it would have been your first interview. So on your actual first interview, to go along with a docudrama series that you have out there, you were going to come in with the interview as having a little bit of credentials, show a little bit of yourself. I was going to highlight your dad's side, highlight the other videos that you do. I was going to bring you out to a good light, but then go ahead and get into that dark side, get into that Suge Knight side that you like to have. I was going to get into everything. Get into everything. We all want to know. You said Pedro ain't got no bumper, and that's why your name is no Bumper TV. I want to really get down and ask that. Like that was gonna be one of the questions right off the top. But here is what you are showing. You are showing that, yeah, I said you had a sensitive side, you had a soft side. You're good with your kids. You're good as daddy. We see you smile and everything. Well, daddy's a dickhead, and you don't do that professionally. That is what they call a bonehead move. They call that a bonehead move. When you are trying to grow something and there's avenues and outlets out there that we have all used, as you saw today on the DoorDash Revolution, he had an interview. It was a pretty good interview. Let the man talk about his business experience. He said he didn't want to ask all the questions because he wants other people to interview him. I just would have went ahead and did everything. I'm not gonna leave nothing half done. But anyway, I'm gonna touch on the red for throwing shots at me too. And this has to do with business also. Business also. Revolution had the hybrid dasher out there, man, giving us information, using one platform to another. Subs from one will go sub to another, vice versa. Get a chance to get exposed to people that don't really know who you are, because the gig space, even though it's so small on YouTube, it's really a pretty good community within us in itself. And you have to get introduced from table to table, from room to room, from door to door, so you can figure out where you fit. What's up, Dash with John? Oh yeah, that's Emilia back there. She's up there. She's up there doing the StreamYard, putting them up now. So I ain't got to go and check. So she'll just do them like that and everything. But you don't do it like that. Dashing with John took full advantage of what it is. His channel was growing at that steady pace he'll be at. And I told him when we did the interview, I said in 2 to 3 months, you're going to be all the way at your 1,000 subs. He is reaching that. He brought on a show with the Dashing Investor to where they do a chat challenge. And both people are bringing subs to each other. I met Go Gig It. Go Gig It is over there with the Mic Drop BBQ, who is someone that sponsors me, represents me, does all the damn things. I'm one of his moderators over there. You like, do you see how it works? These channels. The rideshare professor put a cease and desist on me and the Mic Drop BBQ when they had their war, because I put them on the boardroom. The boardroom was more exposure. Did you see the professor saying no, 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 no? The professor even bobbed his head back and forth to my Hot Facts song. He said, look at this guy. The professor didn't come and do none of this. The professor is civilized, mate. Like Thurston Howard III, looking like William Regal. Sam, we keeping this business now. You got to understand, Sam, you can't go into a rideshare group to where it's a completely different thing. The earn by time thing, they don't really want to hear all of that. If you would have said, I'm in Arizona and they need this for your food drivers, it would have went a whole lot better. I'm just saying. I was there. I'm just saying. But we all got to work together. And just because we're on YouTube, that doesn't mean that you can just screw somebody over, because first of all, whether it's good or bad, you don't want to be looked at as a complete dumbass. There are two people who permanently are on my X list. Well, actually, there's three. There's three who are on my X list. Okay? No more communications with them. No more of anything. I'll say their names for one of the few last times. Whenever if somebody may ask me a question and I may have to say your name, Thunder, Flex, and Damian Blaze. Damian Blaze said some real cold things about my mom and me, and then deleted his comment. The other two are in that same group. And that's business right there. Because what these guys went out there and said can actually hurt my business as a brand. Now, we heard the hybrid hustler talk about a brand. You need a brand. You need all your steps, everything in place. You need to write down every single thing that you're going to do for your plan and execute it. That's what I did. Everything he said is what I do, is what I did. I'm in phase 2, the beginning of phase 2 of my my 5-phase program. And in these phases, you will have things that go positive and things that don't go. You got to chop that up to the game. But when two grown adults agree to conduct business that will benefit both parties and everybody else that is now interested in what you got, that's just not cool. That's just not cool. Just not cool. If this was a poker game and you did something weird, I could never play poker with you ever again. Maybe somewhere down the line, maybe some things can get rehashed or something to talk. I've done it with all three of those buttholes who I talked about. I've done it with Pedro. I've done it with Dash and Trader. I've done it with UDM. I've done it with quite a few, because some people don't understand opinions and stats and facts and feelings. They don't know how to separate the two. But when they fully understand that someone really operates in the manner that they're going to bring the facts and the knowledge to go along with it, then things get patched over because they now know how to operate with that individual. This was like the first step of people seeing how difficult you are to work with. And I'm pretty sure that people said, if you did that with Pedro, I wonder how difficult it would be to actually work with him. And as you saw from the jump behind the scenes, he was everything A-OK, which makes Pedro now seem like right. Trust me, you guys, this dude ain't really doing all that other stuff. Yeah, because he didn't really want to get up here and talk, because he knew the questions that were going to be flying out. He had to go ahead and answer. Yes, John, I heard from him. I asked him on his own channel, on a short that he had. I said, no show, no anything. I said that's messed up, homie. I said, but true character shows. And his response was GDA for life. Like he part of NWO. For life. He's Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, Like 6, X-Pac, 1, 2, 3 kid coming in there like him. No show is rude. And you know what's crazy about the no show was we went over and verified everything. He even asked me to bump the time back for him so he can go ahead to be all the way situated by himself to go ahead to get it done. And I just don't think that's cool. And maybe, hey, I just want to do that to HotFacts because, you know, there's a lot of people that don't like him. I don't know exactly why. I don't know. People, it's just like reading the Bible. If someone read the Bible and they have never read the Bible before, they would change a lot on how they do. Just like I'll give you an example. DoorDash sucks. Brian just put a video up and he was saying that I gotta say I didn't believe it, but the acceptance rate and what all those guys were saying is absolutely true. So that lets you guys know, people, he was talking about me. I never backed off of it. So if he actually went through and watched my videos, I ain't talking about, if you want entertainment, go watch the Hollywood Gig News. If you want to see how low some of these people can go, to where that's how YouTube messes up real business. Okay, Hulk says it shows what type of person he is. Yes, it does. It shows that. It shows that. You know what I mean? You may have wanted to do that with me and say I wanted to do that with HotFacts and just him only, but to everybody else, I won't do that with you guys. Well, there is a problem with that. You already did it. First of all, you already did it to the news source. So the other people don't take their work and questions as serious as I do. So you went from a serious, real thing to where people are just gonna will just be trying to just figure out and just go on the whim. A lot of these people don't even do their research, okay? A lot of these people don't even do their research to even ask real questions to you. Your own subscribers were going to get a better understanding of who you are, okay? Your own subscribers were going to get a better understanding of who you are. This is a Jack in the Box cup, and right now you look like the jackass. Come on now. Come on now. And I like the fact how Emilia is doing the thing, because now I ain't even got to stop anything. I can just go boom, 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 boom. He says, whether you like HotFacts or not, he is prepared and ready to go. That's one thing, people, you cannot take. I take this stuff serious. You know what I mean? I take this stuff serious. I put in real time, real effort, okay? Real time and real effort at everything I do. I'm one of the, Emilia got a shout out there. I'm one of the only content creators when they go live, when they go live, I create my own videos for my live stream exclusively. So they are not there as regular videos on YouTube. Do you know how much sacrifice that takes to not put those videos on YouTube first? I don't want to give you guys the same content over and over and over again. Do you know how much of a sacrifice that is? To where if I say, all right, well, I gave the show this many episodes, this show tanked. On to the next idea. That's how it goes. He shows up to my lives and shows support to a lot of lives. I'm working on an interview with the Devious Dasher. I was also in talks with the Hybrid Dasher. I don't want to do an interview with him right after the Revolution did an interview with him. I know he's going to do a circuit, and there's a few more. I still got to get my interview in with the Bull Dasher. His schedule is hectic, so it's hard to narrow that one down. But there's a few interviews that I already have in the works that are going to happen. And the craziest thing is, out of every single interview I've had, now even Eli showed up late, but he still showed up. Even though Eli showed up late, he still showed up. I have over 100 interviews on my interview list. There's about 84, 85 interviews there, but that's not counting all of my on-scene live reporting interviews that I have in the other thing. I don't count those. So out of all of those, everyone is there. No one's late on the on-scene report. So out of every interview I have had here on YouTube or on all of social media, he is the only person that has gave a no call, no show, and where I had to create a whole new live episode on the spot and still make it seem like it was as fluid as possible when everyone knew I got stood up, and I still have to go on with the show. And thank you, John, once again for breaking down your channel and everything and helping me out. And then you know what the craziest thing was? John was sitting up there saying exactly why he wanted to see the interview. So that's somebody from the outside looking like, man, I want to see this interview. So like you really just gave a lot of people a bad look. So now when you put these videos up, G, because of how you do dirty business, you know, Dirty D and Pootie Tang, they have to sneak in the dirt so Dirty D can rub it on himself. You know, you're looked at as Dirty D, G. You're looked at as Dirty D. And a lot of people don't want to be looked at Dirty D. So I'll tell you this. A lot of you guys may have laughed and said, did you guys see what happened to Reese? Did you guys see what happened to Reese? I want you people out there. Yeah, he says he lost my sub. See? Look, I want you guys to take this from that story there. And this is business. And you have a brand. Hot Facts is the truth behind what you stand for. Emilia says, be kind to people because that's the highest, what? That's the highest. That's a good standard to live by. Yeah. Be kind to each other, okay? Be kind to each other because that's the best standard to live by. That's Hot Facts right there. We have a brand, okay? We got our slogans, our models, we got everything that we got in there. It's our brand. That's what we stand by, man. That's what we stand by. So I want you guys to understand this. While a lot of people were saying this is embarrassing, Hot Facts got stood up, he's acting like ain't nothing even wrong with it. Exactly. When you are professional, no matter what's going on, the show must go on. Lucky for me, I know how to improv. I'm real witty. I know how to speak. I can be put in a situation and bail myself out of it as well as I can do. Okay? Okay? I bail myself out to the best of my ability while trying to mitigate the embarrassment because I'm gonna be honest, you are embarrassed. You're embarrassed and you're upset because your brand and your name is out there. But one thing I will never do is take the negative and keep it negative. I'm gonna take the positive out of the situation. So just so knows that someone knows, I was on live TV. That happened on live TV. Thank you, John. That was live TV, y'all. So if it can happen to me on live TV, it can happen to anyone on live TV. Okay? Anyone on live TV. It can happen to anyone. So, you know, I do apologize to all of you guys once again for that. And I just think that if people are going to be doing business, even though it is YouTube, no way in the world should you be treating just because it's YouTube, or you say, well, it's just a hobby to me. It's just this and that to me. I really don't care. Well, if that's what you're doing, let somebody know up front, because remember, you say you a G. A gangster go say, this is how it is. This is how it's going down. This is how I operate. A sneaky and a slime ball will do something like that. You don't want to be looked at like the used car salesman that says, hey, I got the perfect cars for use. You don't want to sound like him. He speaks like stats. He got polyester, Charlie Brown suit. You go hear them sirens coming to get you every time a sale happens. He hears sirens and he just run. He don't even know it's the ambulance. But just know, just know, just know, just know, just know. Other people were watching. So other people were watching. So when you do a video and you're trying to react on a video and you say something that I would never do that, and then the situation would be like, nah, you did that to HotFacts. You can never take that away, because now you got faults in your bag, G. You put salt on your own game, G. You can never say you're a stand-up person and I give you my word and trust me. You cannot do that at all. I'm not a fan anyway. I was intrigued by his bizarre behavior and was like, people, I curse. What the fuck is this nonsense? And that's why a lot of people want the people. My man looked like a polar bear, big old red beard, went into the pizza place and did all of that. People did all of that. He did all of that, screaming, you want to come fight me? Come, you gonna fight me? He did all of that, people. He did all of that, people. He went looking around. Hey, Pedro, where are you at? What, people, you already know I had a gazillion questions, and there was no way in the world he was going to try to get away from me without me going to the hood with him, without me going straight to the oven with it. But I want to talk about baseball. Baseball season just started. St. Louis Cardinal fan. I want to talk about all of that, man. I want to talk about all of that. Man, I grew up knowing that your word is your bond. Word is bond. New York people, y'all know, even though y'all giving us a bad look with this puffy stuff, New York, y'all gotta, bad boy. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. They will not stop touching little boys and men and everything. They gotta stop that. New York, get New York, New York, wrap that up. This is all you guys are just no bumper TV. You are going towards the New York state of mind, not the song. You're going with that puffy stuff. He was high energy, but not being a man of his word ruins it. Now, could you guys imagine this? Now, put it like this. Whenever Pedro called out HotFacts to hit a link on whatever it is, right? Does HotFacts show up 100% of the time? When someone says, hey, HotFacts, and it's if it's like some troll stuff, I'm gonna go entertain you guys and show you how I can just go nutso and just do what they want, just give them some love there. Anything else? You guys say, Reese, come. Reese clicks all the links. I do not disappoint. You guys have seen Pedro interrupt my interviews, like the one with him and Glitch Dash reading Rainbow. Him and Glitch Dash interrupted. No, not Glitch Dash. Eli and Pedro both interrupted my live. And as you see, Pedro came on Reese's thing. When Pedro took his sabbatical, Pedro clicked my link before he took it. He got the words and he took his sabbatical. There's been people that click the links. UDM clicked the link. Everyone that's done an interview clicked the link. Everyone. People just click links, come on up and talk. Even Port Monkey, even though he got obliterated, at least he stuck to this part of the business, his word. He said, the next time you have anything going on, I'll go ahead and click the link. That's exactly what he did. And he was a man of his word. Now, he was a man of his word. He still could not answer any questions because what's going on does affect Australia too. He couldn't answer any questions, but he at least did get up there and he gave his word. It don't matter if it's YouTube. It don't matter. Would you do that on a what is it called? The Sky, what's it called again? Skype. You know, you wouldn't do it on a Skype, or you wouldn't do it on any of the other Zooms. You wouldn't do it like that on Zoom. You would not miss your Zoom court case. You wouldn't do it. But I do ultimately know what it is too, because he's saying he has to make all the money. He knows that he's not monetized yet. So if he's involved and someone is watching, he doesn't want someone else to go make any money because he is involved. There's a few content creators that are like that. There are a few in the gig world who want to do that. Okay. that you cannot do interviews with them because they don't want it streamed on 2 separate channels. They only want it on theirs. You get all of that. Well, did Jeffrey get somebody?
He did, I think.
Did Jeffrey get somebody?
I'm backstage, so I couldn't see.
Oh, let me see. Oh yeah, Jeffrey gave you a slap yourself. Yeah. So Port Monkey. This is a completely different. So when you're in here, you know, Jeffrey. Hey, Jeffrey got controls. My wife got controls, and yeah. So okay, so let me go ahead. See, this is what I talk about, people. Now, this is about business and things on YouTube and how people take it. If you want to have, go back to it. If you want to have the one he said, yeah. If you want to have the proper interview without you changing the topic and rage quitting, let me know. Oh, hey, just like I said, I have over 100 interviews. And the questions that I still asked you, I would still actually like your input about them. Okay. I would like to get your input on Russia and Ukraine, on Israel, okay, and Iran with the involvement of the US and NATO, and because that impacts Australia also, and also the warning that Putin gave to anyone helping out in NATO to countries that may attack him. I would love for you to answer those. And when I do my interviews, you get a full chance. See, that's what I'm saying. When someone goes back and watches what they want you to be a part of, they go back and say, oh my goodness, yeah, it's really not like that. Yeah, so you just gotta just break yourself a little bit and just go. We can talk we can talk philosophy, religion. We can go from the Moors, we can go to wherever you want to go. We can go to the Sumerian text, we can go to the Bible, we can go to wherever you want to go. Okay. No, Port Monkey won't do an interview. Port Monkey wants to be on a panel where people are going to be talking about religion and philosophies and theories and things like that. I will gladly get a panel up to where I have topics and each person gets their turn to go ahead so that we do it right. Remember, you didn't show up on Chaotic Truth. That's what I do all the time. Okay? That's what I do all the time. So okay. So that's that there. So, but for people, you got to make sure that when you go live, something bad can happen. You know something bad will happen. You guys seen the interviews where people the celebrities storm off because they didn't like a question. They throw water into people's face and all that stuff. You cannot predict what's going on. You may be on an interview and Will Smith is in the back getting his butt plugged by a man. You never know what you're gonna see and what's gonna happen on these interviews. That's just the way it is. But what I do want to do is this. I want to touch on the DoorDash revolution because my man, um, I know you're doing some good stuff, but throwing these shots, okay, throwing these shots are not good. All right, so while you know what, yeah, throwing these shots are not good, people. He's throwing shots at me right here, and he talks about doing things good and talking about how everyone should work together. But every chance this man gets, he tries to say what he that's lovely right there. He tries to say what he'll do, what he does not do, and everything else like that. And he does the subtle shots. So I want you guys to take a look at these subtle shots. A lot of you guys don't know that they're shots. So take a look at this.
I'm on StreamYard. I can't do the same thing on YouTube Live. Maybe I can. I might have to do some more research. But we thank you today, man. You brought so much value to our community. You brought so much value to this channel. I'm quite sure all the viewers will be watching you now. Like I said, you will be getting some more interviews. When I interview people, I don't do it to embarrass anybody. I do it so we can get value from them, and we put them in a documentary here. of their worth to our community and what they bring into our community. That's what we do on this platform. We don't bash content creators here when we do interviews. That's not the interviews that these creators deserve, these successful drivers deserve. Even though if you don't agree with the challenges that we make in life, it's our life. We just want to share our story so it can motivate you.
All right, now, a lot of you guys don't know, but those are shots. We don't do interviews to humiliate people and to do all these other things. Um, I don't do any of that, people. None of my interviews are like that. I haven't seen anyone in the gig community do an interview who tried to embarrass someone. I've seen people call people up on a panel and they attack them. I've seen that, but I've never seen an interview, a one-on-one interview, or even a group interview. I've seen people get called up to a panel not knowing that they're gonna get bullied and beat down. That came from the Lions Den. Um, that's a whole lot of the Hollywood gig news. So I don't do any of that, and I have never seen anyone in the gig space do that. Now, like I said, I have seen people get called into live streams on a panel and then get beat down like Torp did. That's how me and Torp became cool. I witnessed that. Okay. But I have never seen someone go into an interview and people get embarrassed and made fun of or anything. The embarrassment and made fun of people he's speaking about, in which he said he said publicly. He said that I tried to embarrass him and make him look foolish and stupid by putting him in my thumbnail on the hot seat that had the Mississippi thing and all that. That's what he said. He also said, yeah, you know what he likes to do? He likes to embarrass you on his thumbnails and in his videos. That's what he was speaking about. A lot of you guys don't know, when someone says, no, I'm good, I don't beef with anyone, I don't do this and that. A lot of you guys don't even know what the shots are. And if I literally, I should just go ahead and do it. I should just go out and just say it. Shock of the hour right here. Shock of the hour. You guys saw how the revolution said not one person in his comments can be writing a bunch of comments. Steve Arrow completely destroyed that today. He was going off and nothing was being read or anything. I'm going to give you guys the shock of the hour right now. I'm Lester Rollins. It's not Rollins, it's Rollins. I'm Lester Rollins. I'm the person that was asking simple and normal questions all the way from Boise, Idaho. The same Lester Rollins that Eli kicked out for saying, hi, how are you doing? And being in public is not a crime. I am that same guy. I am the guy that was asking questions that other people saw were great questions. Now, you guys, yeah, holy smokes. Now, you guys have to understand this. While the Red was throwing all these shots, and while I've been blocked, and he's been throwing all these shots that you guys don't know, and he keeps saying all this other stuff, and he's giving you guys mixed signals, saying I would want to do work with someone doing Prop 22. He's out in California. He's giving you guys mixed signals right there, but he's throwing out all these shots. So I went in as Lester Rollins. I had Lester Rollins. What I did, people, I'm not gonna tell. I went in as Lester Rollins, okay, and I was asking normal questions that anyone should be asking. And it's funny because the same questions some people started asking. And as you saw that the revolution, I actually got him to stay on topic of his shows by asking all those questions instead of him just going and getting mad at everything and just going off on me for no reason. So what I did was, instead of in order for me Yeah, I like Lester. Exactly. Lester was doing nothing bad. Lester Rollins is a regular guy. Regular guy who does the gig work and knows what questions that, these are questions that anybody would have. So he's just giving them to someone that always says, give me the questions and I'll give you the answers. But I wanted you guys to see that he doesn't want the questions coming at him because he don't have all the answers. Don't nobody have all the answers. You have opinions based upon your market. So what I did was I was asking him questions that was going to keep him from throwing jabs at me and stay focused and stay focused. Oh, I have 7 accounts. I have 7 accounts. I have 7 accounts. And everybody knows who all the other ones are. Like people talk to me, hey Reese, people know exactly who I am. So it's not like, but I made Lester raw, but I made Lester specifically for the DoorDash revolution. I specifically made him for the DoorDash revolution. So while he had to answer Lester's questions, those were questions that other people out there, Kevin Dean, that's me. Yes, I'm Kevin Dean. Trevor Lawrence, Kevin Dean, Peter Sakins. Those are all Reese. Those are all Reese. Javier Alvarez. All those are Reese. All those are Reese. All those are me. Yeah. Well, yeah, well, I'm blocked on every single one of those on the Revolution channel. He blocked every single one of them. He blocked my HotFacts and my other Robert Reese account, and he blocked all the rest of them. He did what Eli does, people. He blocked me after asking every account I asked a question on. He went ahead and banned me like Eli. So what I did was I made it so that the Red was going to be answering questions that everybody else could have out there. So that kept him off of just throwing and making up BS about me. So Lester Rollins was made to give me space from DoorDash Revolution so he can stay focused on talking about gig work. So if you guys watch the Revolution for about the past like 2 weeks, he's been focused on Lester Rollins so much that he's been giving Hot Facts with Robert Reese all the attention while talking about hot facts about me and then doing all this stuff. So he's been talking about me making up stuff while, you know, doing everything, but I was the one asking the questions that was making his conversations relevant. So if I was not asking those questions that he says, can no one just ask all the questions because you're taking up? If I was not asking all the questions, no one was asking questions. So in a way, Hot Facts was still helping out the DoorDash revolution. So that's what I did. That was my plan, just to let them know that Hot Facts is always there helping you out. And that's not how you spell it, man. You got that's not how you spell it, man. That's not how you spell it, man. That's not how you spell it. Okay? That's not how you spell it. So that's what I did. And I did that just to show the Rev that Reese is always around. All the topics that you were going on and this and that, talking about you want to address this, you're addressing Reese. I'm asking you questions, and that's why you said someone profiling me, like, do I have the information for all this stuff? Well, you never know when you're gonna get someone that comes in who wants to ask the questions. Now, when I used to work for Sears, right? And people, I'm a geek, super electronic sales. I can break things apart and sell them, right? You always got the super brainiac nerd to come in to test you to see if you knew all the knowledge on all the information inside there. He's not going to buy anything. He's just coming in to test you out. So when you get done schooling that dude, then there you go. The Port Monkey said, so Reese is a troll. I've told you guys I'm the best troll because I use myself. Whatever accounts I have, I let you know it's me. So then you actually know it's me. So it's not like he's some made up guy. No, I let you know who I am, and I use myself. And it is what it is. I'm the best troll because I use myself. What's up, my man? What's up, AJG? In the building. But people, that's what I had to do to get one over on the revolution. So I had the revolution talking to somebody who, even though I am real, he was like really having, he was like, I do apologize, Lester, and I heard from what y'all said, and it made me go back and think. Now, people, that means I put real information and real thought into the Rev to make him go back and look and change some of the things he was doing. He wasn't going to listen to Hot Facts, but he listened to Lester. So Revolution, how you duped me, how I didn't know what your plans were and you did all of that. I did this was my retaliation to that. And I feel happy because I finally got it off my chest. And I finally did something back without it being derogatory and hurtful and shameful, because I do respect you. So I had to find a way to do something in a way that was not going to hurt anyone's feelings, but actually put the fire to the face. And that's what I did. Put the fire to the face. You fell for Lester Rawlings and Peter Sakins. And when Kevin Dean was in there, I went through every, in one live, I went, and here's the craziest thing, people. Here's the craziest thing. I actually gave the Revolution a text message of all of my troll accounts. I said, Rev, if you ever see any of these are me. I gave him a screenshot of my YouTube with my accounts there, and I sent him a screenshot. He has it in his phone. He just doesn't have a memory, or he should have already known. I sent him a screenshot with all of the names, so he knows when I come in these rooms. So I let him know way ahead of time, and he still let it happen and let all this stuff happen. So I knew what I was doing. This was the get back, because when he did not go talk to Ricky Knight and let Ricky Knight know it was a plan and a plot, that's when I know I got burned. That's when I knew I got burned bad. And he made me look so bad in front of all you guys. So what I did, people, was I had to think of the best ways so I can get my get back on the DoorDash Revolution. And that's what I did. A lot of you guys may not like it. Some of you guys are like, yeah, Reese was the bigger man. He ain't even do nothing back. Well, yes, I did. I came back with Lester Rawlings, and I changed the concept. Lester Rawlings made him change to do what I told him to do in the first place. I told him to put the slow-mo on for his chats. I told him to start highlighting stuff on StreamYard. He started doing everything that I told him to do that he refused to, but Lester Rawlings made it happen. Okay, Lester Rawlings made him change all of the way he runs his channel. Hot Facts impacted the way he is running his channel right now. He now has rules and everything. Now don't be focused about all the other trolls now that you have it set up. The only thing you're missing is a Nightbot. Now don't let me tell you that. Don't make me have to go in and make up another name before it hits you. But right now, Rev, you are going the direction that Hot Facts has guided you to as of this point. Okay, so now you got people that want to go in there and ask questions on the regular. You may have to address Steve Arrow, because he's doing the same thing I was doing, and you haven't addressed him. So you got to figure out that, and you can't punish people for asking questions either. You got to go ahead and fix that, Rev. So I am Lester Rawlings. This is your shock of the hour, Revolution, because you had no idea. You even said that you were about to go look up Boise's area for Lester, so you know what's going on. You even tried to have Lester go and tell him he's got to do 15 questions. And you were serious. Okay. Yeah, John. Nightbot is my Jeffrey. So Jeffrey is Nightbot. Mine just has a name. You know, he just has a name. So yeah. Jeffrey, if someone writes, well, Port Monkey has learned right now, he can't be doing all that weird stuff he does over on Necros, over on Eli's, over on Torbs. He can't go typing all that crazy stuff because I got real moderators here. So this troll is being held at bay from what he really wants to do. He wants to go nuts and do spamming and repeating and everything, but he can't. He's held at bay. So he's going to get a slap yourself from Jeffrey, and then Jeffrey will let him know what's happening next. I will never ban you. I will never ban you. I got rules that Nightbot, like I actually go in and set the rules so Nightbot can follow them. Everything else comes from yeah, Jeffrey do work. People know, Port Monkey, Port Monkey, Port Monkey. Don't, hey, you can test it if you want to. I don't tell you what's good and what's not. Only people with the wrench are, only people with the wrench, they get a pass. Everybody else got to go ahead and, sounds like you're asking more mods to ban me. I'm not, no. Port Monkey. All right. I'll give you an example. All right. I'll give you an example. All right, people. So we're gonna do some role playing right now. We're going to time him out. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. We're gonna time him out for, let's say someone time him out for just a little bit, but don't do it yet. I'm gonna give the magic words. Okay. Moderators do work. Let me see something here. Yeah, moderators do work. Now, if someone times him out, 10 seconds, please. All right. Well, but no. I told them without, I don't look, I only do it when you cross that line all the way. Jeffrey does it when you're not following the rules. When you cross other lines, the other moderators do it. I just said give an example. You can, all right. If you want to start cursing me out, writing in all caps, spam my chat right now. Keep doing and try to keep doing it. I'm not telling you anything. I'm just letting you know. I have, like Israel have that the air defense system up there. I have it. What did Jeffrey give you a slap yourself? That means you crossed the rule. Come on, mate. You cannot be like that. If Jeffrey said slap yourself, that means you crossed the rule. He wouldn't have done it if you didn't cross the rule. That's how you know you crossed one. Come on now. So don't just be talking to me. You got to worry about Jeffrey, man. You got to worry about Jeffrey. Now, you see, you can curse in here on the microphone and, you can voice yourself and do all that. But if you're in that chat, you just ain't just finna be going crazy. But first of all, I don't like emojis. I don't want to read 10 of them in a row. I'm not doing that, G. I don't know how to read them like that. I may think something says, I like to walk a dog or something, and it means something completely different, and I don't even know. So just speak in English. Just speak English. American English, Australian English, South African English. Just speak a version of English. English. Just speak a version of English. Okay. So it's all good. Now, people, that's what the Rev did. So that was my get back. So Rev, no hard feelings, man. I still will do that video though. I'll still do that video about the earn by time in Prop 22 and go ahead and break that down. I'll still do that. No hard feelings, man. No hard feelings. But every eye deserves one. And I was thinking about how long should I do it. I was even gonna start doing super chats as Lester Rawlings so that you can unblock him. And then I was gonna be like, nah. I was like, nah. I ain't gonna do all that. I ain't gonna take it that far. I ain't gotta take it that far at all. But I just wanted you to get your mind right, start thinking about some other stuff, and actually got you to start doing some other things with your channel. But people, don't knock what's out there. Everybody got something to do. Everybody's working, and don't be saying, well, we saw the Revolution do an interview. Is he copying HotFacts? No. Remember, he is the reviewer. Okay. He does reviews, but he also does interviews. Okay. I do interviews and I'm the news. We have always said that. He does interviews. I do interviews. You know, adding in all the sounds and stuff. You learn those from experience when you're working with people. HotFacts, and everything else there. You learn and you learn, and you grow. But you know, as he gets better on learning how to do things on his own, his channel is gonna get better. Um, you know, and there's gonna be another channel out there that's gonna come, and another channel out there that's gonna come, and channels are gonna come nonstop. But just note that if you do start a channel, okay, just note that if you do start a channel, be professional with how you conduct your business. Okay, even the shows that you see out there say, well, this doesn't look organized. A lot of these shows are organized and they got good stuff going on. And there you go. Port Monkey says, how do I super chat? Wow, see, that's a question right there to where um I'll put you in timeout for that question right there. Hold on, I just said remove. Why did it do all of that? I gotta go and change. It says Port Monkey was banned and they're coming removed. That's not what I was trying to do. I just said remove. I'll go and fix it. You're not banned, you. I'll go and fix it. You're not banned. Kevin Dean, DoorDash Revolution reviews the reviews. Yeah, he does a whole lot of that. His chat channel is going to where it is. And okay, that's what John said. When do me an investor get a Lester? Hey, hey, I'm gonna let you guys know this. DoorDash, Dashing with John and the investor. By the way, the investor. I'm not gonna get rid of this picture. Here you go. Here's the investor's twin. That was the investor's twin. And this is right now, people. I'm gonna show you, and then I'm gonna get right into that, John. And I'm gonna show you no bumper TV right now. Let's take a look at him.
I don't want to get into certain situations, but I was not prepared for just, well, how do I say this without talking about certain things? I'm just really don't want to rehash things.
That's how no bumper TV looks right now. When I told you guys that some people will have a channel to where it's a trans channel. Yes, it is. But they're still gonna do their business. But let me get back into it, Dash with John. Him and the investor were asking me, all right, Reese, how long we got before this and this happens? And I was letting them know, nah, man, that's only for certain people. Like, that's only for certain people. Like, you know, the guy in Jersey over there, and that other dude that dude there, and Damian Blaze, that dude there, dudes like that. Ain't nobody else got it like that. Only they have it like that. So it's only a few. So you won't get a Lester. You won't get a Lester, or well, you didn't heard all the names. You ain't gonna get them. But the best thing about it is, like, when you watch Real Talk with Roy, Real Talk with Roy says, Reese, why are you coming in here with these names? Just come as your own name. They all know who I am. So, but no, you ain't got to worry about me coming in as no this and that. I had to do that to the Revolution because of how dirty he got me. Where he publicly embarrassed me and all this stuff. Played a good role when my mom was in the hospital passing. He was on the phone with me all while he was doing all this plan and plot, and I just didn't know what to do. I respect the dude, so I'm not about to sit and curse him out and do all this other stuff. I got love for him, so I'm not gonna do all that other nonsense. So I really have to sit and think, how can I go back at Rev without crossing any lines? And the best way to do it was to create an account and have him do whatever the account is saying. And when he started changing everything because of Lester, I was winning right there, but I did feel bad about it, because he changed his demeanor. He started going off on other people in the chats. I don't want that side of the Rev to be coming out like that. So I felt bad inside. So I just came clean. But Lester was Hot Facts still trying to help him and help him get some order on his channel and make it so that there are rules and he don't got to turn people away and he can answer the questions. You just need a flow. And when you have a co-host up there and things, your co-host has jobs and rules, and then your moderators. So, just letting them see how it is. And he started tightening up on things, and he got out there to get another interview. He's got some more people watching, but now he just has to learn that people can go ahead and ask questions. He put a slow-mo in the chat. He's putting down that subscriber mode needs to be 24 hours. That's what he did for this one here. I've been doing my research on him all the way. All the way. So he did that to block the trolls and everything about what we talked about in the past. He actually did everything that we spoke about, as when it was Robert's talking to Robert, because both our names are Robert. He actually did it, and I got him to do it by coming through as Lester, being exactly how he should be trying to tighten it up. And that's what I did. And I did it, and I thought was the most respectful way, without making a grown man cry and doing all the other stuff. The police video when he got pulled over, that was not to throw a shot at him. It was not that. That was just a safety video. And when I told you guys that people are not going to be under, if you are not rocking with me like that, and I was holding you from getting a lot of backlash because of other situations that may have happened like that. Once you cross that line and we ain't rocking like that, then you're the same as everybody else when a video needs to be put out for information. So what did John say? Did John say something? He said, okay, so when after you create your live, you go to your YouTube studio, and you go to your live, and on your live you hit it, and then you're gonna hit the customization little tab, and then you can put for subscriber mode. You can put for auto replay, auto chat replay. That's how I put trailers before my live starts. There's a trailer that plays before the live starts, so that's where you can add a trailer. And when your live ends, you can also add another channel to direct the people to go to, so that they can go now and watch that live right when yours is over. You can do all of that through your customization, and also in there, that's when you're monetized. You can change how often you want your ads to show, and all the other stuff. Kevin Dean says dashing with John. Okay, yep. And then that's how it works right there. So right after I create my StreamYard, and if you guys know this, I set a time on my lives, and I never go at the time it says. Never. Not one time do I start when it says. I just, once my live is you hit set for later, it automatically sets it for 2 hours then. So I'm letting everybody know that my show is gonna start from now in 2 hours. So whenever I go live, that's when you hop on in. I don't try to start at a specific time, because if I'm not done editing and like a bunch of stuff, I got stuff to do, I give myself that time to finish it up. Once I'm done with that, then I go ahead and hop on in. Or if Emilia says something like, "Oh, talk about this," or this and that, then I gotta, I go ahead and add that stuff in, and then we go from there. And then we go from there. But yeah, that's what I had to do to the DoorDash revolution. And Hulk Smash, I apologize to you, Hulk Smash. I had to keep you in the dark, Hulk Smash, on Lester Rollins. So, when I was having conversations with you and I was speaking about Lester, I had to see exactly what was going on, and you did everything right. You saw when something needed to be answered. You answered the questions. You knew when to hop into the chat, when to do all that stuff. You picked all that stuff up, and it actually helped out the show because what the Rev got was, what if this happens and I ignore people and everything? Well, what it showed that is Hope Smash is the head of diplomacy, and he got your back no matter what, G. I want to bring that out there too. So trust factor with teammates is also a huge one. So I just wanted that to be shown that George is super trustworthy in handling everything you got to do up there. Okay. So good job, George. George John, Hulk Smash. Good job on that. That was something else I wanted to do because George wants to go into being a content creator and start putting up more content. So he has to get more comfortable with speaking more on camera and answering questions and all that. So it was a way that I can actually have him interact with Lester Rawlings too, to give him some practice and everything. So yeah. So yeah, ran game. I'm running game. Keep running. Oh, keep running. Keep running. Oh, thank you, Hope. Thank you, Hope. Thank you, Hope. Thank you, Hope. So I had to do that, people, and that's what I did. That's all I got for today. I wanted to address no bumper TV. I wanted to do that. I want to talk about why business people, you keep your word and all that other stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in. I want to thank you guys for listening to me about the Rev. This is gang, money gang. Since Robert Reeves won't respond, what does chat think of Reeves saying that to a panel of people on Roy's? I'd like to hope that none of you agree with wishing harm on other people's children. Well, first of all, gang, uh, the whole live is there, and I would love for you, just like Port Monkey, because that was him also, I guess, and just like Thunder and Flex, they can screen. Look, you notice how when I do something on Hollywood Gig News, I put it up and I let everybody hear it. It's there. All they have to do is, or you, go back and listen to what I said. I said, I don't wish this on none of you guys. And I broke down the specifics. So, and if you want to come on up, show your face, and then I'll let you show the clip that you go ahead and record yourself so we can watch it here on Hot Facts. And then let's break that thing down together. Okay. So, okay. 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 Uh, I want you to lose. I want you guys to lose a child, and be in my. Okay, easy. Look at this. You can misquote me or quote me for whatever. I want you guys to lose a child, lose a child, lose a child, and be in my shoes. I want you to lose a child and be in my shoes. You guys don't know shit. Robert Reese. Now, I'll say it again. I want you guys to lose a child and fucking be in my motherfucking shoes. See how it feels. Now, you typing it and you hearing me, two completely different things. Next. But I say thanks. My wife didn't want to put that up, you know what I'm saying? But see, I went ahead and did that. I want y'all to thank my wife because as y'all see, while I was going, she was throwing the questions and the comments up there, and I was able to fire them back off like that. She's getting a little bit more comfortable with using the StreamYard back there. So she's been backstage the whole time. She hasn't been on the YouTube. But yeah, also now you can actually, yeah, you can have another tab open and be on YouTube and just go back whenever you want to highlight stuff. You just go from tab to tab to tab. That's how you go ahead and do that for the next one. If you want to go into YouTube and still, you know, if you want to time somebody out or something, you would have to go back into the YouTube, like open up a new tab and leave this one open and then go back and forth. That's how we'll do that the next time. So that's how we'll do that one the next time. Yeah, but thank her for throwing everything on up there. It's been running smooth. But yeah, Gig Machine, clean yourself up. Revolution, no hard feelings, man, but Hot Facts got you. People, we out of here like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2. And like Emilia says, be kind. Go ahead.
And be good to each other.
Be kind and be good to each other because what?
That's the best.
That's the best standard to live by, people. Couldn't have said it better myself. Let me see if she can do this really quick. Go for the brand. Oh, she already did it. She already did it. Okay. All right. Hit the let me give you some more practice. Hit the hit the other one. Hit shots fired. Okay, and go to you want to cry. And then from cry, go to dun dun dun. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so Lito's alone right now, people. She having too much fun with learning them buttons. But we doing it good. We ain't taking it to the streets. We about to take it and get something to eat. See y'all later, people. We out of here.